This was a new English teacher. At Welton Academy, one of the most prestigious prep schools in America, the wealthy and powerful sent their children here, with one goal in mind: getting into an Ivy League school. In other words, these kids were here to fulfill their parents' dreams. Their parents' dreams, not their own. But this teacher's arrival would change their lives forever. His name was Keating, and he was nothing like the other teachers. Some teachers forced students to recite boring vocabulary over and over. Others lorded over them, using grades as threats. But Keating was different. He didn't see himself as just a teacher. He had the students call him Captain. During lectures, he'd crouch down among the students and discuss with them how life should be lived. At the start of one class, he climbed up onto his desk, teaching the kids that when you look at the same thing from a different angle, you'll see it in a whole new way.
See, the world looks very different from up here. You don't believe me? Come see for yourselves. Come on.
He wanted them to call him Captain, not out of formality, but out of camaraderie. This unconventional teacher sparked their curiosity. They dug up old records and discovered Keating had been a soccer captain and a member of the Dead Poets Society. Before going on to Cambridge, they were fascinated by this Dead Poets Society, so they went to him, wanting to know what it was all about. Keating mysteriously told them to keep it secret. The students listened intently, eager to hear more. The Dead Poets Society was essentially a poetry reading group, but what they really did was suck the marrow out of life. They gathered in an Indian cave not far from the school, taking turns reciting works by famous poets and their own pieces. They became obsessed with it, savoring how poetry washed over their souls. They were romantics at heart. Late one night, these guys risked losing credit and snuck off to that Indian cave, imitating what Keating had described, spouting nonsense in verse. Every one of Keating's classes drew the students in completely. He also noticed one quiet kid who never spoke up. Keating assigned the first homework of the semester. Each student had to write a poem and read it aloud to the class. Before leaving, he couldn't resist teasing Anderson.
Don't think that I don't know that this assignment scares the hell out of you, you mole.
Though Anderson didn't say much, he was secretly grinding away in private. A friend excitedly brought over a flyer. Neil, who had always lived under his family's thumb, finally found his own path. He decided to audition for a play behind his family's back.
I'm gonna act. Ah! Yes! Yes! I'm gonna be an actor. Ever since I can remember, I wanted to try this. I even tried to go to summer stock.
But Anderson didn't think he should do it. Neil couldn't understand why. He felt like Keating's words meant nothing to Anderson. Neil believed life should be lived with passion, not like this, stagnant as a pond. But the truth was, Anderson was deeply insecure. He didn't think he was the kind of person others would ever accept.
I mean, no. No.
Neil snatched the poem Anderson had written, and there it was, the word dream,